Now we have written this given data. Okay. Now next we have to find what y1 and y2. Please tell me what is y1. Anyone please tell me what is y1?
minus
Hello.
0.6882.
So it is minus 0.6882. And what is y2? What is y2?
Minus
1.81.
2.3512.
1.8101. So by observing these two values, okay, what will be your conclusion about this given x1 and x2? Hello, tell me. By observing these two values, y1 and y2, what you can say x1, x2, given x1, x2, these two values are correct or wrong?
Correct.
Correct.
Correct. As one is negative, one is positive. Okay, but you have to show here their product. So you can write y1 into y2 is equal to, tell me its product, y1 into y2. Hello, fast.
Minus 1.2461.
2461 into the bracket you can write here negative and which is less than 0. So you can write, so the initial guess, okay, so the initial guesses x1 and x2 are correct. Okay. Now next we have to go for iterations. Then you can write first iteration. Again remember you have to show only one iteration in detail and remaining iterations are in tabular form. Okay. So first iteration, again all of you know the iterative formula. See, x1 x2 are given, then your iterative formula will start with x3. So write down x3 is equal to x1 plus x2 divided by 2. So it is whole bracket divided by 2. So what is the answer? Minus 1.5 minus 2 divided by 2. So what is your answer? It is minus 1.75. Is it correct? Hello? Hello? Reply fast. Hello? Anyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Immediately find out y3. What is y3? Again
0.
remember
0.5609.
0.5609. Is it correct? 0.5609. Fix your calculus to 4 decimal places and then tell me y3
0.5871.
is 0.5871. Please fix your calculus up to 4 decimal places and
0.5871.
change the mode of calculator from degree to radian. This is very important. So now we have shown here the first iteration in detail. Now it is not required to show remaining iterations in detail, but you can show all the iterations in tabular form. So tell me in table, what is your first column in table? What is your first column? First column. Forget
X1.
about number of iterations. So your next one is x1. Okay, so here you can write number of iterations. First one is x1. Next one is C. How you can identify? We have given x1, we are finding y1. So your next column, it should be y1. Next one is x2, then y2, then we are finding x3, and then we are finding y3. Okay, so we have this column. The first one is number of iterations x1, y1, x2, y2, x3, and y3. Okay, so we can start our first iteration. Okay, first iteration. So already we have solved shown the first iteration in detail. So initially, what is the value of x1? It is minus 1.5. We get y1 again minus 0.6882. We have x2 as a minus 2 and we have y2 as a 1.8101. Okay, so by using these four values, that means two values x1, x2, we have calculated x3, x1 plus x2 by 2, we have minus 1.75 and we get y2, y3 as a 0.5871. Okay, so now, so we have shown first iteration in table. Now we will go for second iteration. Now tell me, in second iteration, yesterday we have discussed this. In second iteration, okay, while writing the values of x1 y1 and x2 y2, see, your focus should be on the value of y3 from previous iteration. So we are writing second iteration means you have to focus on the value of y3 from previous iteration. So for previous first iteration, we have y3 as a 0.5871. So it is not positive. Okay. So it is positive. So we are shifting positive to positive. So while shifting, don't shift only y3. Okay, we have to take along with y3, we have to take x3. Okay, so shift all these set means what pair number 3. We can say this pair number 1, this one pair number 2, and this one pair number 3. So shift the pair number 3 with pair number 1 or pair number 2. Please anyone reply me. We are shifting pair number 3 with pair number 1 or pair number 2.
2.
Okay, why 2? Why not first one? Tell me. Hello? Why 2? Why not first one? On the basis of what you are shifting this pair number 3 with pair number 2? Why not pair number 1?
Same sign.
Why is same, sir? For
Means what here? Okay, fine. Means what here? Just focus on sign of y3. That is very important. If sign of y3 is plus, then we are shifting that whole pair with plus sign. Okay, so pair 1, pair 2. If suppose anyone is having in that value of y is having plus sign, so we are shifting plus to plus and minus to minus. So here, see, this is important. We are shifting here plus to plus and minus to minus. So indirectly we are checking its convergent condition. See, we are shifting here. I will shift this. We are shifting this. So here we have minus 1.75 and here 0.5871. So we are shifting pair number 3 with pair number 2. That means what? For iteration number 2, we have x2 is equal to minus 1.75 and y2 is equal to 0.5871 and x1 y1 remains as it is. Okay, remains as it is. So minus 0.6882. Okay, so here we are checking its conversion condition. Again, remember, we are checking sign of y3. If it is plus, we are shifting plus to plus. So along with shifting y, value of y, okay, also shift x, okay, that means x3 is equal to x2. So here we have iteration number 2. So again calculate x3 and y3. So what is the value of x3 for second iteration?
Minus 1.65.
Minus 1.625.
Minus 1.625, is it? Okay. What is y3? What is y3?
Minus
Minus.
0.0491.
Okay, fine. 9.1. Now again, what you have to do? You have to focus on the sign of y3. So here y3 it is having which sign? It is having minus sign. So we are shifting minus to minus. Again, remember we are checking sign of y only. We are not checking sign of x. Remember, this is very important. Now here this y3 is having minus sign. So while writing iteration number 3, okay, what is our rule? We have to shift minus to minus. So shift pair number 3 with pair number 1. So we can write here minus 1.625 and y1 as a minus 0.0491 and x2 y2 keep as it is 75 and 0.5871. Now again calculate x3 y3. Now tell me what is x3?
Minus 1.6875.
Minus 1.6875. Immediately find out y3. Y3 tell me.
0.2700.
0.2.
700.
Okay, 2700. Now again focus on sign of y3 in iteration number 3. So it is plus. So shift plus to plus. So while writing fourth iteration, so second pair is having plus sign, this pair. So shift here, so minus 1.6875 and here 0.27 and first pair is as it is 625 and minus 0.0491. Okay, Again calculate x3. Now tell me x3 after fourth iteration, what is x3?
Minus 1.6562.
Minus 1.6562. Okay, always fix your calcium to 4 decimal places and find out y3. So it is plus or minus y3. After fourth iteration, what is y3? It is plus or minus. Hello? After fourth iteration, what is 0.1106? So it is plus. Again, go for next iteration. Now again shift plus to plus. So here again shift pair number 3 with pair number 2. So it is minus 1.6562 and here 0.1106. First pair, keep it as it is 625 and minus 0.0491. Now calculate x3 after fifth iteration. What is x3? What is
Minus
x3?
1.6406.
6406. Calculate y3 first. Plus or minus? We don't require the number of y1, y2, y3. We require only its sign. Now here, what is the sign or what is this value? It is 0.0. Please tell me. Hello, anyone is there? Hello, 0.0306. Okay. Now again, it is what? Positive for next sixth iteration. Shift plus to plus. So it's minus 6406 and 0.0306. The first one is as it is 625 0.0491. Now tell me what is x3? What is x3? Iteration number 6.
1.6328.
Minus 1.6328. What is y3? Plus or minus? This is important. Plus or minus? y3? Hello? y3 after 6 iteration, y3 maybe say 0. Minus 0.0092. Is it? Please cross check. Hello. Hello, phone icon. After 6 iteration, what will be the value of y3? X3 is correct. What is y3?
0.00918.
Plus or minus?
Minus.
Minus.
Okay. Minus. So here we have minus sign. So shift minus to minus. So 7th iteration. So first pair is having value of y as a minus. So we can write minus 1.6328. Okay. Minus 0.0092. Next pair is as it is 6406. 0.0306. What is x3? Tell me what is
Minus
x3?
1.6367.
6367. Okay. Now say it is given we have to perform 7 iterations. Okay. So you can stop here. So we have this value. Okay. x3 is equal to minus 1.6367. This is our root. So we can write last line. Okay. You can write like this. After 7th iteration, the root of equation x3 is equal to minus 1.6367. Okay. So for checking its conversion condition, you can get 2 marks, and for this number of iteration, you can get 4 marks. So you can have this numerical or this type of numerical for 6 marks in semester examination and again in end sem examination. Okay, so this is all about our bisection method. Okay, bisection method. So now again see what is the time actually. Okay, so we have 20 minutes. Okay, all of you understand this procedure, how to solve the problem by using bisection method? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Okay, fine. Now, again, most important case, you can have the problem related to number of iterations and related to accuracy. Okay, there are two types of problem for each method. In problem statement itself, you can have solve this problem by using bisection method. Given y is equal to f of x is equal to dash dash dash. By using initial cases x1, x2, we can have values and number of iterations as a n, or instead of n, you can have accuracy. Okay, so accuracy. So accuracy up to 0.001 or 0.01 or 0.1. Okay, so it may be, or you can have 0.3 times 0, 1. So what is accuracy? See here in tabular form, we have columns like number of iteration is first column, x1 second, y1, x2, y2, x3, y3. This is for what? If you have problem related to number of iterations. Now if you have problem related to accuracy, then you have to add one more column as a accuracy. You can shortly you can write ACC dot accuracy. But now how to calculate this accuracy? Okay, how to calculate this accuracy? Okay, so see here. So in this problem, okay, we have solved this problem. Okay, so next one we can add here accuracy. Okay, we can add here accuracy. So if suppose this problem it is with accuracy, so in given, okay, if we have provided the accuracy like this, accuracy is equal to 0.01. okay, instead of n, suppose n is not given. Okay, say n is not given. Say n is not given. So what you have? Accuracy is equal to 0.01. Okay, so n is not given. So you can have this accuracy up to third iteration, fourth iteration. We don't know. Okay, we don't know this. Or you can go beyond this 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. Okay. So so how to calculate the accuracy? Okay, now listen carefully. This is very important. So in first iteration, what we have calculated? We have calculated y1, y2, x3, and y3. So for this first row, okay, see here. Okay, see here. I will mark here. For this first row, what will be the accuracy? For second row, means we have to write accuracy for each row. Okay, each row means that accuracy means it is nothing but it is the mod of x1 minus x2, x1 minus x2. Okay, x1 minus x2, or you can say it is x1 minus x2 minus x1, whatever. Okay. Okay. So here you can calculate there. Okay, you can calculate their accuracy. Okay, I will write it in down. Okay, I will take say next page. Right. Okay. Now see. Now it is visible. Okay. Now for first iteration, I will write here for first, second, third, fourth, fifth. We don't know up to what iteration we can get its accuracy. Okay, so for first iteration we have x1, x2. So what is accuracy? Accuracy is what? Mod of x1 minus x2. Now for each iteration we have to check this value, means x1 minus x2. So now tell me, for first iteration we have x1 as a minus 1.5, x2 as a minus 2. Okay, now tell me its accuracy. What will be the accuracy for first iteration? Hello? What will be the accuracy for first iteration? Anyone reply? What will be the accuracy for 0.5? So it is 0.5. Okay, 0.5. But what is given? We have given accuracy as a 0.01. Okay, so Okay, so see here, for first iteration, we have accuracy as a 0.5. So this 0.5 is what? Greater than given accuracy. Is it correct? So we have to perform how many iterations? It depends upon what? The value of this accuracy. So the accuracy, it should be equal to 0.01 or less than 0.01. Remember this, the given accuracy, it should be is equal to 0.01 or it should be less than 0.01. So now in this case, after first iteration, we have accuracy as a 0.5, so which is greater. Now you can go for second iteration. So now for second iteration, what is the accuracy? Tell me. For second iteration, what is the accuracy? So x1 minus x2. So 1.5 minus 1.75. What is the accuracy? Second iteration, what is the accuracy? Tell me. Hello.
0.25.
0.25. So again, is it less than given or equal to given accuracy? Hello, is it less than or equal to given accuracy?
Sir.
See, now we have find the accuracy as a 0.25, and what is given? We have provided accuracy as a 0.01. Remember, so this calculated accuracy is equal to given, or it is less than given, or it is greater than given. Hello.
Greater than given.
Greater than given accuracy.
So greater than given. Okay, so what is the requirement? The accuracy should be is equal to or less than. So again, go for next iteration. Now tell me here, after third iteration, what will be the accuracy? X1 minus x2.
0.125.
0.125. Now again, this is again what? Greater than given. Again, go for next iteration. Tell me here, what is accuracy?
0.0625.
0.0625. Okay. Now it is again greater than. Go for next. For fifth iteration, what is accuracy?
0.0312.
312. Again, it is what? Greater than given. So again, go for iteration number 6. Tell me.
0.0156.
0.015.
6.
6. Again, it is C. Now given accuracy 0.01 and calculated accuracy 0.0156. So again, it is greater than. Okay, don't check only first two decimal places. You can go further. Now next one. After seventh iteration, what is the accuracy?
0.0078.
Okay, what is 0.0078? Now compare this accuracy with given accuracy. Now tell me what will be your conclusion. Compare this accuracy with given accuracy. What will be your conclusion? Is it equal to given or is it less than given?
Less
Less
than
than
given.
given.
So it is which is less than given accuracy. Okay, then you can stop. Don't do iteration number 8. Don't do iteration number 8. You can stop up to iteration number 7. So up to iteration number 7, we have accuracy is less than 0.01. So in this case, in the seventh iteration, what will be the answer? We have answer as a minus 1.6367. So you can write here, after, this is important, after seventh iteration, the accuracy is less than given accuracy with the root of equation x3 is equal to that one minus 1.6367. All of you getting this? Is it simple? If you have problem with accuracy, okay, then the number of iterations you have to perform, how many number of iterations, it depends upon the value of accuracy, and you have to compare at each iteration. You have to compare this calculated accuracy with given accuracy, and once you find the given accuracy is calculated accuracy is less than given accuracy or equal to given accuracy, then you can stop there. No need to do further iterations. All of you understand this? This is very important. You can have, we have two types of problem. One is iteration based and one is accuracy based. Okay, all of you understand? Reply. All of you understand? Reply this.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so it is simple or difficult? It is not like M1, M2, M3. Okay, no need to remember any formulas. Okay, we have just say as name indicates bisection. Bi means two guesses. Bisect the initial guesses. Okay, how you can bisect? All of you know how you can. We are taking average of two numbers. Okay, addition divided by 2. Okay, it is simple. Hello. Hello. Okay, now we have say last 10 minutes. Now see, in short, I will explain you. Okay, all of you understand the stepwise procedure? Hello? Please, all of you understand the stepwise procedure? सगळ्यांनी समजतंय का? Okay. Now, most important part, wait. Just a minute. Okay, we'll take next one. Now see, what I am trying to tell you, the most important and part. Now see, if you know the stepwise procedure, yesterday again I have discussed this. If you know stepwise procedure, then you can easily write its flowchart. Correct? So I will repeat it again. The stepwise procedure for bisection method. Okay, listen carefully. This is important. Now, say first we will start from given data. Now see, for writing the flowchart. Okay, see, while solving this problem. Okay, while solving this problem. We are starting from given data. Again, we are cross-checking the given data with question paper, and then we are checking conversion condition. For conversion condition, y1, y2s are required. Correct? Now, as this is correct, then we are going further for number of iterations. X3 is equal to x1 plus x2 divided whole bracket divided. Remember, whole bracket divided by 2. We are finding y3. Now, in tabular form, we are shifting plus to plus in sign of y3 is important. Okay, we are shifting plus to plus, and again we are shifting minus to minus. That means what? Okay, most important, we are shifting plus to plus, minus to minus means we are checking its conversion condition. Now, again cross check, again check that problem state, again check previous problem, solution of previous problem. In second iteration, okay, second iteration, we are shifting, we are writing x1 as it is like previous one minus 1.5, and we are written there x2 is equal to minus 1.75. Okay, so but the value of minus 1.75 in previous iteration, it is not x2, it is not x1, it is what? x3. Okay, x3 means in second iteration we have shifted x2 as a x3. x2 is equal to x3. Okay, but for third case, third iteration, okay, third iteration, we have shifted minus 1.x3 as a x1. Okay, x3 as a x1. Okay, now see, okay, just listen carefully what I am going to tell you. See, there are two possibilities. Okay, we can shift x2 is equal to x3 or x1 is equal to x3, and both the cases are depending on sign of y3. Correct? Sign of y3. So remember this. We are shifting x2 is equal to x3 or x1 is equal to x3 on the basis of what? On the basis of the value of sorry, the sign of y3 from previous iteration. Okay, from previous iteration. Now see, okay, now how we can, this is the stepwise procedure. Okay, now how we can write its flow chart. Okay, very important, listen carefully or see here. Now see, again, I think you have studied your from 15 pattern. Okay. Okay, so for 15 pattern, we have studied in first semester. That is sign symbol of flowchart. I don't know exactly you have studied or not. See, this is the symbol of what? Anyone tell me? You can write this is for start and again this is for end. You have studied this? Anyone please reply? You have studied this?
Yes, sir.
Start and end. Now for processing box. Processing box means what? Actual calculation. For processing box, we are using what? We have one rectangle. Okay, we have one rectangle. Inside that, you can write that formula. Okay, now for input and output. Okay, for input and output. Okay, we have this parallelogram. Okay, so inside this parallelogram, you can write input output. Okay. Now decision making. So we have, okay, for decision making we have this diamond. Decision making means if else condition. Okay, if else condition. Okay, and if else condition, and there is one again conditional CONDI. For any condition. Okay, any condition we are using this symbol. All of you know this. And if suppose on single page, okay, if you are writing flowchart, okay, so which symbol is used for the continuity? Okay, so from first page, suppose it is finished. Now you can write like this, say A, and from this is end of the first page, and second page you can start again like this. See here, so this is A and you can start. Okay, so this circle, it is used for this continuity or continuation of this flowchart. Okay, all of you know this. You must know start, end symbol, processing box symbol, in where you can write input, output, any condition, suppose do while condition. Okay, or suppose any looping is there, for loop. Okay, or any decision box we are using, say diamond shape decision box, it is only for if else condition. If yes, then do this, if not, then again do this. Okay, all of you know this? Please tell me. Hello, reply. Please reply me. Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so if you know this, again it is very simple to write the flowchart. Now it is 1:20. Okay, so we'll stop here. Tomorrow, say Monday, coming Monday, we will directly start with the flowchart. Just remember the stepwise procedure. Okay, fine. Any doubt you can ask on WhatsApp group. Okay, fine. We will stop here. Hello. Hello. Reply.
Yes, sir.
Now you can join your MTX lecture. Okay, fine. Chalo. We will meet on Monday. Okay, Monday I think I have first lecture. Okay. Chalo. You can leave this meeting.